get a win on their home court. Soaring high. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
And the Clippers starting five. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Jones is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. Lillard misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Outside Jackson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard attacking. Shot clock at 5. At the tip. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Outside, George. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's McCollum. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
And that one's good, George.
Oh, and when there's an open man, Jackson finds him, making it look very easy.
Now Lillard. The three. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The three from George. That one misses. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use. Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Clippers with the ball. Portland making their last shot. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Now here's Lillard. He dishes it to Nurkic. Passes to McCollum. Clock at 4. Over Jackson. Jones for 3. It's hauled in by Paul George. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Nurkic can't hit, and there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. The Clippers also making some changes. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for George. Now here's Anthony. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. Kanter. And Kanter able to finish.
Now, that's the staple of Kanter's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Rondo passes to Leonard. Stolen by McCollum. There's 57 seconds left here in the first quarter. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Giles. High shot from 10 feet out.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put it in.
Now here's Rondo. And the pass to Kennard. And again, no good by the Clippers. Portland leading by 4. Pass to Powell. Batum with the steal. And they're on the break. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Rondo. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, having a floor general like Rondo on the court instantly elevates your offense. He does everything he can to bring out the best in his team.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They get it again. Here's Giles. A second chance effort. Keeps it alive. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got his second basket of the game.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Portland out in front. They lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
They've got Giles. Powell is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Anthony in at the 3. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Rondo scanning the floor. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Talk about an advanced distributor. I mean, there's passes that point guards can make, and there's passes that Rajon Rondo can make.
Now, here's Kanter. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Shot from 12. No good off the front iron. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Kennard. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, not just a jump shooter. Kennard is more than capable of doing real damage from the interior as well.
Here's McCollum. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside Anthony. Clock at 6. Back to McCollum over Rondo. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Anthony. McCollum's got his first points of the night.
Love seeing McCollum bail his team out. So cool under pressure. Doesn't let the slow shot clock get to him.
Outside Batum. Here's Oturu. He's covered by Kanter. Puts it up from 17. Misses off the right iron.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Outside Anthony. He kicks it to Powell. Off target with his 3. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Kennard. It's tipped, and he gets it back.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Anthony. Now the feed to Kanter. Here's Giles. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. And Jones sends it back.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Nurkic dishes to Powell. The three-pointer no good.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Simons surveying the D. In the corner, Powell with it. To the middle. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Lillard's checked in for Portland. Los Angeles shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Inside, Nurkic. And he gets the whistle. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Morris passes to Patterson. Can't get it to fall. And some good action through the first two quarters.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches. That's all for now.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paul George really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Ivica Zubac. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson, and it's George in at the shooting guard position. Covington finds Nurkic. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his fifth rebound in this one. Leonard attacking. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Zubac. Covered by Lillard. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here is Lillard. No points in the game yet for him. McCollum outside. Jones against Leonard. Kicks it out to Jones. Outside, Covington. Second shot opportunity, and he comes up with the deuce.
You got to be wary of Covington. He's excellent at knowing when to shoot from these in-between spots.
90 seconds now into the second half. George. Here's Zubac. A second chance effort. The shot by George, wide open. Offensive rebound. Zubac kicks to George. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Portland trailing here. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Simons, the pass to Cantor. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Cantor's got 6.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Cantor's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
Leonard on the wing. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Anthony dishes to Cantor. Back to Anthony. Cantor inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Powell with it. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And it's George missing.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Patterson against Cantor. Passes it to Giles. And stolen by Patterson. 3 on 3. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. The drive by Cantor. Leonard looking over the floor. Jackson from long range. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Anthony's shot is off. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Now, here's George. Shoots over Powell. And again, no good by the Clippers. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Anthony kicks to Giles. Powell for 3. For the lead, Cantor, the pass to Giles. Anthony dishes to Powell. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Portland's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Outside Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
And Jackson is a genius at finishing on his drives. He just has so many tricks up his sleeve.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. 27 seconds left to play in the third. Cantor inside. That's tipped.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Oh!
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. And the layup's good off the glass. Cantor's got it all tied up now for Portland.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Lillard finds McCollum. That one off the back iron and out. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And do not go away. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Rondo against Lillard. The shot by Rondo is no good. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a switch here. Man's checked in. Lillard looking around. Dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. 5 on the clock.
Oh, he has to fight for that one. Doing the dirty work, getting after it on the glass.
Batum with the ball. Jones covering. Out to Morris. There's the pass to Zubac. On the wing, Batum. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Shoots from 14, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Love the game of McCollum. Not just great at dribbling the ball, but terrific at pulling up on the defense.
Rondo against Lillard. Here's Batum. He's off on that one, and the Trailblazers going the other way. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Jones. Paul George, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Lillard outside. Down low, Nurkic. And the rejection by Zubac. And he's able to get it back. George against Lillard. And Nurkic gets it to go. Nurkic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Zubac atop the key. Morris against Covington to the inside. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooting.
Lillard finds Anthony. Stolen by George. To stop the drought. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Nurkic. Ahead, here's Lillard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
You better respect the interior game of Lillard. He gets deep inside. He forces the defense to hit him.
And the Clippers call time here.
And he's been trying to do it all himself, and it's not working. Instead of forcing shots, you got to focus on moving the ball and keeping everybody involved.
Now we are, I put pressure on these rappers doing numbers, don't I? Drop an album, then I close a couple summers, don't I? Got it looking mighty easy for a come up, don't I? Dreams so big that my ideas are hard to stomach, don't I? Yeah, got it jumping 10 years later, don't I? Execute so well, I bet they think I made it, don't I? I do me so well, it's hard to imitate it, don't I? Talking to myself like all the crazy, crazy, don't I? Yeah, I guess I really get right to it, don't I? Keep a smile.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Enes Kanter.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end, stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around. And see if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
And what I love about Lillard now, I mean, the excellence. He's so consistent. That's how you do it. You come out, you bust your butt, and you compete at a high level every night.
Looking to end the run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Anthony.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Well, for Jackson, it's about being consistent. I mean, when he concentrates on playing to his strengths, he's an effective player.
Here's Lillard. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Portland making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Reggie Jackson. Outside, George. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth.
And, you know, you go back to that horrific leg injury in Vegas back in 2014. And Paul George hasn't just made it back to the NBA. He's come back a better player.
And George drops them both. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Trailblazers leading by 7. Now Lillard. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Leonard.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
Lillard finds McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Here's George. Count that one.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you. The option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. McCollum outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
This is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
That doesn't go either for George. The possibility here of pushing their lead to double digits.
And mentally, I think it makes this an even bigger edge.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Oh, man, an underrated big man. Nurkic, I mean, his brute strength is intimidating to deal with on both ends.
Pass to Coffee. And so it's Portland winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear. The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles, and the freeways of LA. And
Hey, Kevin.
terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Jackson. Back to Morris. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. The shot by Holiday, no good. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Outside Holiday. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
And it's George missing. Not a fast start for the Bucks. It's a 5-point game. And that one, good.
Taking advantage of that length inside, George has the size and touch to score with ease from there.
There's Giannis to stop the run, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Woo, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Outside, George. And he banks in the layup. George has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. Shot, high post. Morris with the rebound.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
A nice shot by George.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Here's Holiday. Paul George making his last shot. Holiday surveying the floor. Tries it from 19, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
I think Middleton is absolutely dynamic and when he's involved in the pick and roll. He's really skilled at his decision-making. He knows when to pass and when to shoot.
Now, here's Zubats. And here's George for 3. They grab their own miss.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Jackson's got the ball. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Buries it from 3-point range.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Forbes the pass to Middleton. Portis against Patterson. From 7, and Portis finishes inside.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Rondo. He's tightly guarded, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Bobby Portis.
You know, I still think Rondo is a great role player in the league. He knows he's out there to distribute the ball and provide leadership on the floor, and he does both really well.
Bucks trail by 10. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton can't get it to go. Now here's Kennard. And again, no good by the Clippers. Fast break, Milwaukee. And a wide open look for Portis. Offline with his 3. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Clippers. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying.
Being able to go through adversity and come out strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Patrick Patterson is out there with Batum. Then it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the shooting guard position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
Tucker doing a nice job getting it done from there.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You've got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Connaughton pass to Forbes. To the paint. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. There's the lob to Portis. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And that's going to be a travel.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
Bucks trail by 8. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Forbes, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Rondo looking over the floor. Outside for Batum. Antetokounmpo against Kennard. And Batum throws it down.
Bouncing up with ease, Batum skilled at finishing with power at the rack.
Forbes the pass to Tucker. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Over Kennard. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 8. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. The putback. It's good on the putback.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Outside Portis. Back to Connaughton. Powered down after the assist, led him into the lane.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Oh, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Now here's Rondo. Passes it to Mann. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Here's Connaughton after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Tucker. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Tucker's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
The pass to Kennard. Here's Mann. Right side, Rondo. Pass to Mann. Tries it from 9. Oturu's shot is off. Bucks trail by 8. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Connaughton passes to Portis. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Misses the jumper.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
No good from Connaughton.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Here's Zubac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Brook Lopez. This is his first free throw of the game.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
He doesn't get the second one. Bucks trail by 9. Stolen by Zubac. A 3 from Leonard. Morris chip back in for 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Holiday. That one, no good. Great that time from Leonard. Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
And George drops them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by court. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see an outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 11 points and 1 assist. And that should...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot.
And George really good at recognizing his fast break opportunities and scorching, torching the defense with his speed and athleticism in transition.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Here's George. The rebound by the Bucks.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Pass to Morris. Back to Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Middleton outside. And contact on the shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Leonard, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Here's Middleton. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Antetokounmpo's got it back down to single digits for the Bucks.
Really, you know what? Trying to keep Antetokounmpo off the glass, that's a tough assignment because he's long and he can leap.
Here's George. No good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. That shot misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
For three, Middleton. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Leonard, no luck. Bucks trail by 9. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton leading the charge. .122 left in the third quarter. And it falls over the rim and in. Middleton's got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game. We drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Now DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Lopez. Shoots over Patterson. That misses off the backboard.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
They get the rebound. Morris dishes to George. Back to Morris. Outside for Jackson. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill. A lot for the defense to try to contend with.
Left side, Leonard. Stolen by Middleton. Here's DiVincenzo. Can't connect from short range. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Patrick Patterson. Rajon Rondo is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Batum in at the 3. George against DiVincenzo. Here's Batum. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Bucks trail by 6. And it's sent back by George.
Well, I tell you what, Paul George is so tough on defense. Love the way he gets after people. He's excellent at staying in the play as well as staying in his stance so he can come up with rejections and deflections.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
But they're rebounding. They've given themselves a lot of second chances, and it's really helped them.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
You know, a confident shooter who does a little of everything. Batum is a valuable cog who plays his role well.
Portis, the pass to Nora. Back to Portis, 13 feet away. Batum grabs the miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Outside, George. Rebound, Milwaukee. Portis has got 6 rebounds in the game. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Tucker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
Now the pass to Portis. Back to Tucker. No one near him. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. George looking over the floor. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, I tell you what, George has tremendous bounce ability. It's always fun to see him launch and throw it down.
Down low and stolen by Patterson. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Marcus Morris comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Here's Holiday. Dishes it to Antetokounmpo. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Rondo with it. Another shot. The rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Middleton kicks to Connaughton. Middleton on the wing. Kennard covering. Shoots. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Man, I like the fact that Middleton, because of his strength, is able to fight through contact and get shots to fall even when he's been hit.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo.
Boy, for me, it's really been fun watching the evolution of Chris Middleton. I mean, a rangy 2-guard who can really stuff the stat sheet.
And so they foul intentionally. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And then for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Jackson passes to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Bucks trail by 7.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over. Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're leading by 4. There's 57 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. To be honest, he was fired up. He asked his team, how badly do you want this? Because those guys over there, they're going to give it everything they've got, which means we have to do the same. See if they can match them emotion for emotion. Kevin?
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, George. They can't stop the run with that one, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And, you know, you can't dwell on that one miss. They're still in a position here to take the lead if they can get a stop.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 1. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
On his left side. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Robert Covington. He's out there at Nurkic. Damian Lillard out there with Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. DiVincenzo. Lopez, no luck.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Simons. Shot clock at 6. Here's Covington. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. On the wing, Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. What a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Here's Simons. And there's the pass to Lillard. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Lillard misses.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
And Portland has possession after the basket by Milwaukee. Lillard with no one around. The long-distance 3 is buried.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. He kicks to Middleton, and Holiday has it in the corner. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Giannis has got his second basket of the night. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Here's Lillard following the bucket by the Bucks. Passes it to Simons. Kicks it to Lillard. 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. And it's Simons missing. They play the clock right. They can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's Portis. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
24 seconds left to play here in the first. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
It's thrown by to Tacumbo, and Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Covington with the steal. Here's Simons, kicks it out to Jones. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
When I'm training in the summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Ennis Cantor is out there with Giles. Then it's Little. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Powell in at the 2. Now here's Powell. Back to McCollum. In the corner, Powell with it. Sinks the three-pointer. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here is Forbes. He's guarded by McCollum. Lopez kicks to Forbes. Inside, pass to Connaughton. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Lopez, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Pass to Cantor. McCollum outside. Just 5 on the clock. The pass to Powell. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. Cantor kicks to Giles. Milwaukee leading by 4. Outside, out of Tacumbo. Back to Kurucs. Makes it off the glass. Kurucs has got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
McCollum outside. He feeds it to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Here is Forbes to the right side. Lopez passes to Forbes. Misses the 3. Trailblazers trail by 4. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
So it's the Bucks now. Portland making their last shot. Pass to Kurucs. Over Little. Kurucs passes to Lopez. Over Cantor. Antetokounmpo kicks to Connaughton. No good from outside.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Powell. Pass to Giles. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. McCollum outside. He kicks to Little. Baseline jumper. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. McCollum's got his second bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Powell with the steal. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McCollum up top. In the corner, Powell with it. McCollum passes a little. Cantor kicks to Giles. McCollum outside. Up in time. And that one released in time, but no good. So, all right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were always within striking distance. And
I promise to break for a positive fate.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 4. Floats it up for Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
DiVincenzo against Lillard. Covington kicks to Lillard. Jones dishes to Nurkic. Basket counts. Nurkic has got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to DiVincenzo. No good on the 3. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Jones, the pass to Lillard. Takes it out to Covington. No good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. On up the court. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Kept alive. Lopez. And that one, good.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
Lillard surveying the D. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Well, Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 8. Hangs. And Covington sends it back. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Portland moving the ball around. And finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic getting up there and waiting that rim.
So it's the Bucks now. 6-point game. And here's Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. A shake. And Antetokounmpo lays it up and in. Giannis has got 12 in the game.
Well, he's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor, but more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Now here's McCollum. He's covered closely. Cantor kicks to McCollum. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Portis.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the basket is good. And now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's McCollum. Little dishes to McCollum. Knocks down the 3-ball. 7 points in the game.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
To the paint. Outside Portis. Forbes the pass to Caruch. Portis in the post. He's against Cantor. Shooting foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Norman Powell, and it's Cantor in at the center filling out the middle. And Holiday has it in the corner. Here's Connaughton. Now the pass to Nwora. Lillard comes with the double team. Passes it to Tucker. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And stolen by Lillard. Powell finds Lillard. Back to Powell. Pass to Cantor. Outside Anthony. All alone. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Anthony's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Trailblazers. Holiday up top. He's guarded by McCollum. The shot by Holiday, no good. Trailblazers leading by 7. McCollum kicks to Powell. Down low. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard from deep 3-point land. They get it back. It's Powell on the wing. Out to Anthony. And again, it's Portland converting.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Holiday. That one falls.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And he commits the intentional foul. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Now McCollum. Kicks it to Lillard. Bucket is good.
Man, both on balance and on point. Damian working through that mid-range area now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. Now here's Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. He kicks it to McCollum. Cantor against Giannis.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That's an experienced decision by Holiday to fire that pass to the open man.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. 1:44 left in the game. Covington passes to Lillard. Feeds it to Nurkic. Fades and shoots. Stolen by Holiday. Middleton on the wing. Defended by Covington. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. McCollum against Holiday. McCollum no good. Bucks trail by 7.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Antetokounmpo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Enes Kanter. So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6.
It's interesting as Giannis has grown in this league. The Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
Lillard outside. The pass to Covington. 50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Right block shot. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. And the layup is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Covington against Middleton. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nurkic can't hit.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And so it's Portland winning this one. A true thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
find the same. I ain't letting up until they know my name. They can talk, but they don't know me. Said I walk ball to go.
You're looking live and down. And let's...
Well, guys, I'm very familiar with...
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Damian Lillard, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. And for the Clippers, they've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Now here's Leonard. Here's Simons. He kicks it to Nurkic. Outside, Jones. Out to the wing. Nobody near Lillard. No good on the triple.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be given.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up, but I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't miss words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Now, here's George. Zubac kicks to George. Rebound by Nurkic.
Now, with the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Morris looking over the floor. Nobody near George. It's good on the putback.
You really admire how fierce Morris is on the glass. He never gives up on keeping the next possession alive.
Here's Simons. On the wing, Jones. Over to the left wing. And here's Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. Simons, the pass to Lillard. Good on the bucket.
Hey, they've broken the seal. 3 misses to start, but now they're back in business.
Now, here's George. Leonard trying to break free. A nice shot by George.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you, the option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Now, here's Lillard. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
Portland with the ball. Outside Covington. There's the pass to Simons. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Lillard against George. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. From down in the low post, it goes. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Passes it to Simons. To the inside. Covington dishes to Nurkic. Lillard left side. Pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Portland needs to get off a shot. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Simons the pass to Lillard. Shoots from the line. No good there. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Leonard attacking. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Trailblazers trail by 8. Paul George with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. There's the feed to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Here's McCollum. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Oturu in at the center. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Pass to Anthony. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Over Rondo. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from McCollum.
What a dead-eye McCollum is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Giles checked in for Lillard. Here's Leonard. And there's the pass to Oturu. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Oturu's got his first bucket of the night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
McCollum outside. Passes it to Anthony. Kicks it to Powell. From outside the arc. And the Trailblazers, another three.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Now Rondo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Man passes to Leonard. Now here's Batum. Defense right on him. Pass to Oturu. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Inside. Powell dishes to Cantor. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And a wide open look for McCollum. The three-pointer no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 9.
I just love the aggressive attitude of Batum, especially how hard he hits the boards.
Outside Anthony. He dishes it to Powell. Clippers leading by 9. Here's Rondo. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
McCollum kicks to Anthony. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And then for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Enes Kanter. And Robert Covington subbed in for Anthony. Here's Nurkic, the shake. And the layup is good.
Well, I love Nurkic's shot selection. I mean, outstanding at getting to his spots and converting.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 56 seconds left to play here in the half. Outside, Batum. Kennard on the wing. From deep three-point range, the shot missing. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Covington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You can't be too physical with Covington. He's tough, he's athletic, and he knows how to force the issue.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. George against Powell. 24 seconds left in the first half. And George gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
McCollum with the ball. Over Jackson. McCollum no good. Leonard inside. Lays it up off the glass. And it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
He made it! That's how you beat the clock, babe! Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. And for the Clippers, the wing tandem of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George inviting. And that should do it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in at the 1. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night. Trailblazers trail by 10. Lillard left side. Kicks it out to Jones. Morris against Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open and contact. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And George, here we go. Over Lillard, out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Trailblazers trail by 8. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. He kicks it to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And Lillard's calm attitude helps in these spots. He doesn't force anything up, even when the clock is low.
Jackson looking around. Morris passes to George. And George with the stuff.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. The Trailblazers shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. He feeds it to Covington. Shoots over Zubac. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Now, realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Outside Jackson. On the wing, George. Pass to Zubac. Makes it off the glass. Zubac has got his second basket of the night.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And Portland has possession. 8-point game. Here's Lillard. He's got 9. Kennard with the rebound.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Boy, Greg, there's a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan. Not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Little, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Powell in for Damian Lillard. Los Angeles leading by 10. Here's George. And Kanter pulls it down. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Giles checked in for Little. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anfernee Simons. 8 feet away. Crafty move. Here's McCollum. Kanter trying to free himself up. Second chance effort for 3. Kanter, great positioning on the putback.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Kanter gets a lot of his points this way.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now the pass to Leonard. Nifty move. And the layup is up and in. Leonard's got 15 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel. And he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he should. He's solid from that in-between.
Passes it to Mann. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Clock at 6. Here's Rondo. And no good. Excellent D from Kanter. Trailblazers trail by 8. Back to Anthony. And here is Powell. To the paint. Here's Giles. And that one good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And the Clippers call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. 11 seconds left to play in the third. Rondo kicks to Kennard. To the middle. And foul on the and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Clippers leading by 8. Patrick Patterson is out there with Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. In deep. Morris, no good.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Here's Lillard. Drops in the layup for 2.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Jackson. And here is Patterson. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Rondo.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really hard.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Little, he's checked in for Portland. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Dishes to Anthony. Kicks it out to Jones. Lillard against Jackson. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Lillard.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Outside for Rondo. Back to Morris. The 3. Drills it from outside. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Terrific use of the catch-and-shoot jumper for Morris, catching the D flat-footed and torching them as a result.
Jones with the bounce pass. Here's Lillard. Kicks it to Carmelo. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Jackson passes to Rondo. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And now a 9-point Clipper lead. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Now here's Little. He's covered by Rondo. To the wing on the left. Cantor finds Jones. Just 4 to shoot. Count that one.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. The pass to Kennard. Lays it up and banks it in. Kennard's got his first points in this one.
It's Kennard's ability to create that sets him apart. I mean, gets inside, finds himself a shot.
And that one's good. Lillard. Now here's Rondo. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Kennard. 6 to shoot. Oh, Moore's in position. Stolen by Cantor. Fast break. Here we go. And so they foul intentionally. for the Trailblazers. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Simons in for Little. Here's Lillard, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You got to respect the interior game a little. He gets deep inside. He forces the defense to hit him.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball.
George looking over the floor. Passes to Leonard. Nurkic with the steal. Lillard from outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Here we go, one-on-one. There's the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Yes!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
So for the Trailblazers, Kanter comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Little in for Jones.
Those are big. I mean, it turns into a 2-possession game.
And it's Lillard again missing.
No, when the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard against George. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. No good on that one. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And Leonard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. That's a look at our settings tonight. The pitch. And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
Here we go. 2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 4. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo. And it should be a good one tonight, Steve. 2 teams in the playoff conversation.
This is where, Kevin, we see the talent is there on both sides. Also now, this is where coaching can make the difference, putting players in position to come out on top.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Here's Holiday. To the middle. It's tipped. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And the dunk by Jackson.
Always up there among the leaders in steals. Leonard gets his team out in transition.
And, guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Now here's Leonard. On the wing, Jackson. Antetokounmpo defending. To the paint. Here's Morris. He doesn't hit that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way. The kick out to Lopez. Pass to Giannis. And the rejection by Zubac.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Here's Leonard. The rebound by the Bucks.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Morris with the block.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. George, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Back to Holiday. Wide open look. A putback. It's good on the putback.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Now here's Jackson. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Holiday with the defensive effort. And it's Lopez penetrating back to DiVincenzo. Giannis inside. He's covered by Leonard. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Now here's Jackson. Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. PJ Tucker comes in for Brook Lopez. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Forbes, and again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Showing he can hit the jumper from anywhere on the floor. Forbes continues to impress with his shot.
Right side, Rondo. Patterson. Second shot opportunity. Makes it off the glass.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Here is Forbes. And the pass to Portis. The rebound by Patterson.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
George, no good. And it's the Bucks on the break. And stolen by Patterson. Here's Rondo. It's good. This game is all even.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Middleton for three. Tie game in Milwaukee. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin of the underdog label.
You know, I think the underdog story, started.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
E.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
And the Clippers have possession. Now Rondo. Pass to Kennard. Takes a three. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Forbes the pass to Connaughton. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Rondo. Yep, that one goes.
Absorbing contact on the shot. Forbes with the concentration to where it doesn't matter.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Patterson. Shoots over Portis. Patterson can't get it to go. The Bucks trail. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Batum attacking. Got a piece of it. They get it back. Walks it again. Now the Bucks moving it up. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Clippers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. The rebound by the Bucks. Middleton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Middleton's got 6. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Oh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have, man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And so here are the Clippers following the bucket by the Bucks. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to Portis. Back to Forbes. Inside. Portis kicks to Connaughton. Shot clock at 6. The shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. Fast break, here we go. Batum, good. Batum's got his first bucket of the night.
Great read from Kennard, showing a selfless attitude, getting it to his teammate.
The pass to Connaughton. Lets it go with the three. Drills the three-pointer.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now here's Rondo to the left wing. Batum against Antetokounmpo. A shot by Batum, no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Deflects the pass. Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks working the ball around. Count that one. Now it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
That was physical D, but Bobby Portis is so strong, he finished through contact.
Rondo passes to Oturu, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Takes the three. Mora, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Mora's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. And he might not get all the attention, but you talk about smooth scoring wings in this league, fellas. Chris Middleton, right at the top of that list. And
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. And there's Jackson. And it's Oturu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here is Holiday. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Here's Leonard, fouled in the act of... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and Involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot.
Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And the rejection by Jackson. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Milwaukee with the ball. They trail by 1. Pass to Middleton. Rocket 6. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. Hold on!
You got to buckle up on that one. Incredible effort by Kawhi. Picks it up with the claw, then off to the races.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
George passes to Zubac. Outside for George. Second chance shot. Puts it up. Passes it to Morris. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Middleton. Fast break, Milwaukee. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Leonard. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Middleton.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And that's the pressure Holiday puts on your defense. Sees the opportunity, gets his shot inside.
Here's George, and he uses the glass on the layup. George has got 11 points, and not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
And to the Kumbo inside. Leonard's there. A clear look here for Middleton. Misses off the left iron. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Leonard, no luck. Leonard with the steal. Down low, George. And George with the stuff.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi. Aware of what the defense is trying to do. Understands the spacing.
Middleton outside. Giannis inside. He's covered by Leonard. Here's George. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. George has got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers. The Bucks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo against Leonard. And it's Giannis missing. Los Angeles leading by 5. Nobody near George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got 13 points in just this quarter. Stolen by George. Morris right side. Pass to Zubac. Stolen by Middleton. Up the floor. Looking to end the run. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers lead by... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Bobby Portis out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's P.J. Tucker, and it's Forbes in at the point guard position. The free throw drops for Rondo.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. Antetokounmpo dishes to Forbes. Portis against Patterson. Kick out to Giannis. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Rondo with it. Doesn't go for him. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Antetokounmpo inside. Tucker the pass to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Free throw good. Giannis.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
And the Clippers call time here. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Leonard, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis talk with the team. He really got...
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Rondo. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And here's Kennard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The pump fake from Kennard is smartly done. Can't get a clean look, but gets a foul.
First free throw is good. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Outside Holiday. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Here's Kennard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
Trying to defend Kennard. You know he can hit shots with limited space that helps him get you off balance.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in, and he makes both free throws. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. On the wing, Giannis. Trying to get open is Lopez. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. And so it's Leonard with it. They'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Clippers leading by 7. Leonard on the wing, defended by Middleton. Leonard looking over the floor. Just 4 to shoot. For 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 8 rebounds in this game. And Middleton now atop the key. Shoots over Patterson. Here's Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Patterson.
And good, aggressive basketball in that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
And the Clippers call time here. They lead by 5. 1:20 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he could be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Here's Giannis in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep, George. They get it back. Kicks it out to Leonard from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George against Holiday. George passes to Leonard. And here's Batum to the inside from 11 feet away. It's hauled in by Giannis.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Zubac finds George. Batum with the ball. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
So the Clippers with the win. They seem to... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. And the starting lineups have concluded. So it's the NBA on 2. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for Portland, we've got Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington out there with Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. For 3, Middleton. The shot will not fall. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And it's Jones. This time on the assist from Covington.
A terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Middleton outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Lillard. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Offensive rebound. And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Good D by Giannis.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Middleton can't get it to go.
Playing him tough inside, air preventing the layup. Got to get the whole team pumped up.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Middleton outside. Passes to Antetokounmpo. Bucks passing it around. Holiday finds Middleton. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Middleton's got 5 points so far.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Lillard outside. On deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
Lillard's not going to let you get away with that. He wants those 3 points back, and he gets them quick.
And Holiday, here we go. Inside. Here's Giannis. Lopez tipped back in for 2.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Great open look there. Simons has got his second bucket of the night. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a person.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
1:11 left here in the first quarter. Here's Simons. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Nurkic with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Now the dish to Nurkic. Fires for 3. Out to the wing. Here's Simons. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Feeds to Nurkic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
One of the big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Holiday inside the line. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Middleton on the wing. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Lillard. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of the sprint. And when asked to compare himself,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony, and it's Powell in at the 3-slot. McCollum outside. Kicks it to Kanter. The pass to Giles. Anthony, the pass to Giles. Dishes to Powell. The 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
And it's Connaughton missing. Trailblazers leading by 5. And here is Powell. "13 feet away." Giles kicks to Kanter. Shoots over Tucker. Here's Giles. Out to Anthony. Pass to Powell. Tries it again. Forbes with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. McCollum passes to Kanter. Back to McCollum. That savvy little up fake there. Cool in the D.
What a dead-eye McCollum is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper.
Here's Forbes. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Anthony. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. Bucks trail by 7. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. And then for Milwaukee, Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bobby Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Alice position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Anthony, the pass to Pop. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession take that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
Well, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Cullen passes to Lillard. Unloads from 13. Good D by Holiday. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing here by 8. 1:12 left in the first half of basketball. Kanter finds Anthony. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Down low. And the layup is good. Kanter's got his first points in this one.
A true inside-outside player. We know Kanter can hit a three, but he's at his best closer in.
And that one's good by Giannis. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Lillard with it. Pass to Anthony. McCollum outside. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's Lillard missing.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. The Bucks also with the sub. Brook Lopez is checked in for P.J. Tucker.
Taking 2 shots.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Bucks trail by 9. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Passes it to Lillard. Here's Simons. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Here's Giannis.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on his team.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Chris Middleton. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Lopez in at the 4 spot. Bucks trail by 9.
And Simons a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Jones, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Covington. 6 to shoot. Here's Nurkic on the wing, Jones. And there's the pass to Lillard. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Here's Simons. 7 points in the game. Lillard dishes to Covington. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now Lillard, he has 6. Nurkic up top. Antetokounmpo defending. Simons, the pass to Lillard. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Lillard. Pass to Simons. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Bucks. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Holiday. Loads it up for Giannis. Nurkic with the steal. Moving it up. Jones, no one around him. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Jones has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Jones. Norman Powell's checked in for Damian Lillard. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the 3rd.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
McCollum outside. Fires, high post. He can't hit that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
No, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
McCollum outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And the leap McCollum has taken has been remarkable. From little used reserve his first 2 years to star scorer. Are you kidding me?
Harry Giles is checked in for Robert Covington. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Bryn Forbes. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Connaughton. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Out to the right wing. Outside Portis. Tips it, and Kanter pulls it down. Portland leading by 9. Here's Giles. From downtown. Kanter against DiVincenzo. The 3 from Anthony. Portland no good that time either. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Milwaukee, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And he's good on the second. 17 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Holiday against McCollum. Shot is good off the back rim and in. McCollum's got 5. Milwaukee with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Here's Portis. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
I mean, he's a big man with a nice jumper. I love seeing Portis test his luck from this area.
And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Portland out in front. They're up by 8. And we'll be back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's DiVincenzo. Tries again. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They've held a 12-point lead early. Now, here's Lillard. Kicks it out to Jones. Up top, Powell. It's rebounded by Portis.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Basket counts. Tucker's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Bucks.
Oh, the brute strength of Tucker, so effective at pushing through whatever the defense throws his way.
Outside Anthony. It's Powell on the wing. That one a little long.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Out to Anthony. Back to Lillard. Here's the three. Drains the three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
To the wing right side. Pass to Connaughton. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's Portis. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. DiVincenzo kicks to Connaughton. Portis. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. That's tipped. Fast break, Milwaukee. For the finish. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Gotta admire the passion Lillard plays with. He knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. No good from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's the pass to Pop. Back to Lillard. To the middle. Jones finds Lillard. Fires from 14. He's off on that one. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here's DiVincenzo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
6 on the shot clock. Powell versus to Carmelo. No good on the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Connaughton.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Anthony kicks to Powell. Outside, Jones. Out to Anthony. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
DiVincenzo. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Lillard finds Canner. Outside Anthony. It's Powell on the wing. He dishes it to Jones from deep three-point range. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.